Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to switch gears a little bit, talk about a little bit of light maintenance on a way you can save yourself a little bit of money. So we're all trying to do that now. Gigging has slowed down, so we don't have as much cash rolling around in our pockets, and maybe instead of paying for that setup, you're thinking, well, maybe I can do some of that on my own. So here's a Taylor, it's wrecked. You can see that we've got corrosion here on the frets. The fretboard looks horrible, and let's talk a little bit about what we can do to remedy that without having to necessarily get a setup. You know, the bridge is a mess too. So the first thing we're going to do is just take a look at if there's residue from dirt, residue from your hands playing. Obviously that'll collect around the frets. The first thing that you want to do is maybe get a paper towel and just simply put a little bit of dish detergent, watered down, on it, make it moist, and you'll find that when you go across there, you can lift that stuff up pretty easily, and you'll see a lot of that gunk ends up on your paper towel. So the first thing you'll need to do that is some dish soap and paper towel. The next equipment you'll need is some lemon oil. A bottle of this will last you for the rest of your life. And you'll need some painter's tape and a piece of steel wool. So now what we do now is we hit these frets, and you can see that the frets are in really poor shape, aesthetically at least. There's a little bit of corrosion going and a lot of dirt, and obviously there's no brilliance at all coming from the fret. And you can see the grit here and the grime from this person's hands that collects on there. So we'll pretend that we used that paper towel that we talked about. Dampen that paper towel with a little bit of watered down dish detergent, and that'll lift right off. Then take a dry paper towel and just wipe off the excess. Lemon oil will take this off too. I'm just skipping a step here for time's sake. So the first thing we want to do is obviously do the frets. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a piece of painter's tape like this, like so. I'm going to put another piece, and I have to do all this one-handed because this is a low production operation, guys. I don't have sound and lights and a cameraman or a producer. So there's the frets all ready for your steel wool. We're going to go across that. As you can see, I'm just rubbing that across. It's pretty astonishing how much of a difference it'll make. So we take that off now, and you can simply compare that to the fret beside it and see that we've successfully really put a shine back on that fret as compared to that one. I don't think the video really does it justice, but you can see it even on the video. Then we simply go to the next fret. We're going to do that. Use our painter's tape again. This will keep the fretboard from getting scratched. I'm going to set that one up there. Get the painter's tape straight. We're back at our steel wool. Rub that across a little bit. And voila. So as you can see, those two frets we did, there's some brilliance back in that fret. There's another one. Now we get to the corroded ones that have kind of lost their luster. So that's what you're going to do for the length of the guitar. Once you steel wool all your frets, then we apply the lemon oil. Now you'll see that we apply the lemon oil here, and that'll lift up all this gunk that we see here. Normally you can do that with the paper towel and liquid dish soap detergent. That step will have already been done. But we're going to take the lemon oil now. I'm going to apply it generously. Okay, so now in a perfect world, guys, we'd let that set for about a half an hour. But I'm not going to do that because it would be boring to sit here and watch this for a half an hour. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to take a rag now and wipe that excess. And while I'm doing that, it'll lift off that gunk as well that we saw there right before I did it. And now you see the part of the fretboard that's treated and the frets that have been, and there's still a little bit of that gunk there. The guys, you can see that right around in here. And again, we skipped a step just for the sake of time. But you can see the first 2 frets and the how we've made out with the fretboard as opposed to the next. So it really does make a remarkable difference. And when you get your guitar set up, generally that's what you're paying for. Part of what you're paying for is that, but it's very, very easy to do yourself. Piece of steel wool, lemon oil, $7.99 for this bottle. It'll last you the rest of your life. The steel wool you probably already have it laying around the house. Painter's tape you probably have already laying around the house. And then voila, the next time you do a string change, try it, and you'll be impressed at the results. So we'll do some maintenance as we go here, guys. All things guitar covered. www.theguitar-shop.com. Text friendly 717-468-0795. See you next time.